Welcome back. Today we are in Proverbs chapter 23. Chapter 23 says, "When you sit down to eat with a ruler, consider carefully what is before you, and put your knife to your throat if you are a man given to appetite. Do not desire the delicacies, for they are deceptive food." So here in this section it says, when you sit down to eat with a king, there's going to be lots of good food to eat. Be careful what you eat. Especially in this day, when the Jews were living under the law, there were certain things they were not allowed to eat, let's say pork. And then if they went to, let's say, Babylon, like Daniel did, and out before him, I mean, the king fed Daniel and his friends and all the people that they captured from his own table. So there was good food there. There was pork, and there was wine, and there was all the stuff the king ate and loved. There was there, and a lot of those animals were unclean for the Jews to eat. And Daniel decided he wasn't going to eat them, and he didn't just say, "No, I'm not going to do it," and refused. He went and asked permission of the eunuch that was in charge of him. He says, "Hey, I don't want to eat this food, it defiles me. So here, how about this? How about you just give me and my friends vegetables for 10 days, and then you'll see if we're stronger or weaker, and then you can make your decision then." And so the guy's like, "Well, all right." And so he gives them just nothing but vegetables and water, and he sees they're stronger and healthier than the other men, and he gives them all just vegetables and water. It's like, hey, the king wants strong and healthy kids. And so Daniel was able to trust in the Lord that way, and not give in to the temptations of the land. And when this is in verse 2, put a knife to your throat if you're being given an appetite. He's like, you better be careful. If you just pig out in front of the king, he's not going to like that. So you better temper your appetite. And then it says, do not desire his delicacies, for they are deceptive foods. There's a lot of things in this world that we're given, these delicacies, these luxuries, that become so important to us. They become like idols to us. And we need to remember that we don't need them. They're nice to have when God allows us to have them. But if we're chasing after these luxuries, that's going to cause us problems. So we need to not do that. Verse 4 says, do not overwork to be rich, because of your own understanding cease. Will you set your eyes on that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away like an eagle toward heaven. So that's a poetic say that if you work hard to become rich, you're never going to get it. Working hard is good. Working hard to serve the Lord is even better. But working to become rich never works. Even if you obtain, certain riches, you won't be happy enough to spend them. You'll be greedy and holding on to them like Scrooge McDuck. And you won't really enjoy what God has blessed you with. So instead, work hard for the Lord, and then enjoy the riches that He gives you, whether it be few or a lot. And you'll enjoy life better. You'll feel more satisfied. And then when you get to stand before the Lord in that judgment seat, you'll be able to say, "Hey, look at all this hard work I did for your sake, for your name, for your glory." And hopefully He'll say, "Well done, good and faithful servant. Come now and enter into my rest." Verse 6 says, do not eat the bread of a miser, nor desire his delicacies, for he thinks in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. The morsel you have eaten you will vomit up and waste your pleasant words. So if a miser is someone who is greedy. Don't eat the greedy's food, because the greedy is giving it to you, but he's not giving it to you for free. He might say, eat and enjoy yourselves, but he's not really thinking eat and enjoy yourselves. He's thinking, now you owe me something. Because greedy people never give up unless they expect a bigger return. And so don't do it. Don't mess with the greedy people. Don't get into contracts with them. Just stay away. Verse 9 says, do not speak in the hearing of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words. It's not worth it to share your wisdom with people who are just utterly opposed to the Lord. Share the Lord with them for sure, but don't spend time telling them what to do and what not to do, because if they won't go to the Lord, none of your advice makes sense, and they'll despise it. They're like, oh, you don't know anything. So just share the gospel with them. Keep it simple, keep it plain, and then move on. God bless you and have a nice day.